Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Let's talk about Dominic the Devastator Reyes versus Jon Bones Jones. I've been meaning to do this breakdown. Reyes just had a win over Chris Weidman by knockout. He's currently on a 12-fight win streak, 12-0, undefeated. It looks like he's next to step up to the plate to try to dethrone Jones. Is he capable of it? Let's get into the match. Dominic Reyes is 6'4" with a 77-inch reach. He has an MMA record of 12 wins, 0 losses, perfect record. 7 of his wins have been by KO TKO. Very dangerous on the feet. He's currently ranked number 4 in the UFC light heavyweight rankings. The last 4 opponents Reyes defeated have been named fighters: Chris Weidman, Volkan Ozdemir, Ovince St. Preux, Jared Cannonier. Those are great wins. Reyes has been on a tear. He's 29 years old. He's considered a young up-and-coming lion. Very athletic, really big guy, rangy. Like I said, dangerous on the feet. Reyes has a wrestling background, which just adds to his arsenal. He also has a background in football, which was his first dream, to be an NFL player. Jon Jones is 6'4" with an 84.5-inch reach. His MMA record is 25 wins, 1 loss, 1 no contest. He is the current UFC light heavyweight champ, considered by many to be the greatest of all time. He's currently number 1 in the pound-for-pound UFC rankings. Just an absolute beast, as well-rounded as they come. We all know this, Jon Jones is a monster. His only loss on record is to Matt Hamill via disqualification. So how does a matchup between Jon Jones and Dominic Reyes possibly go? Well, here's the question. Is Dominic Reyes a worthy contender right now? Jones has pretty much cleaned out the division. There's not many left that can face him that offer a valid threat or of super quality elite status that he hasn't already beaten. That's no disrespect to the guys in the division, but that's just the truth. Jones pretty much cleaned it out. We have Johnny Walker, we have Dominic Reyes. Reyes is undefeated, 12-fight win streak, but is Dominic Reyes ready? His biggest win in his career, I would say, is Chris Weidman, his last fight. And I think it's pretty much evident that Chris Weidman is not the Chris Weidman that was a champion. He's definitely on a downslide in his career. This was like his 5th stoppage loss, practically in a row. Reyes' second best win is arguably between Ozdemir and OSP. None of those guys are Jon Jones. I like Reyes. I think he has a ton of potential. He is in many ways champ material. He can get there. But is the belt going to pass from Jon Jones into his hands? I'm not quite sure. I personally think that Dominic Reyes needs a couple of more fights against high-level opponents. With all that being said, he's still dangerous on the feet. He's a big guy. And the general consensus is that Jones has issues with guys his size. But here's the thing. You just heard it a little bit ago. Jon Jones has an 84.5-inch reach. Freakish reach. Dominic Reyes has a 77-inch reach. So even though they're equal in height, Jones is still going to be the rangier fighter by a considerable amount. So I really don't think the size of Reyes is going to be a huge factor, besides his strength. He's a very athletic big guy, but Jones is also big, he's also very athletic, and I don't think that Jones is going to get manhandled. When have we ever seen Jon Jones get manhandled? What may be Jon Jones' downfall is his ego. He tends to want to test his skill against other fighters and beat them in their own realm. Like if a guy's good standing, he tries to beat them standing. If a guy's good on the ground, he tries to beat them on the ground. With Dominic Reyes, if he was smart, he'll engage with him just enough on the feet and mix things up, go for takedowns, clinch up with him, try to sap his energy, land elbows in the clinch, get him against the cage, and just work him. Standing in the center of the cage with Dominic Reyes, trading blow for blow, that's risky and you're giving him his best chance to win. All it takes is one punch from the Devastator, and that's all she wrote. He has really good knockout power. Can Jones get the fight to the mat? I think he can. Even though Reyes has a wrestling background, Jon has showed us he can even out-wrestle Olympic caliber wrestlers like DC. It may be a little work with Reyes because he is a long guy, he's a tall guy, and there's certain leverages tall guys have. Ultimately, I do think that Jon Jones would take this fight. He's more well-rounded to me, more seasoned. I think he has better grappling. I would argue that Jones has better wrestling. Reyes definitely has him in a pure knockout power, but I don't think that's going to be enough. My final pick is Jon Jones to win this fight, especially if he fights smart. If he chooses to stand with Reyes the entire fight, then things may get pretty interesting. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up this short breakdown. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Do you think Reyes is ready for Jones? Do you think he can take Jon Jones? I want to read those opinions. It's always fun to have these debates on these fights. Appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, like the video, share. And I want to say thank you guys for hopping onto the live streams. It's a lot of fun interacting with you all in real time. I plan to do more and make the streams better, more capable, adding media and audio as the stream is going on. Still kind of new to it, but I'll improve. Thanks again, guys, and I'll catch you all on the next breakdown.